Boy, what a dope you must think I am.
I think you're rotten.
I think you're swell. So long as I'm not your husband.
Get out of here.
You bet I'll get out of here, baby. I'll get out of here, but quick. So I let her have it straight between the eyes. She didn't fool me for a minute, not this time. I knew I had hold of a red-hot poker, and the time to drop it was before it burned my hand off. I stopped at a drive-in for a bottle of beer, the one I had wanted all along. Only I wanted it worse now, to get rid of the sour taste of her iced tea and everything that went with it. I didn't want to go back to the office, so I dropped by a bowling alley at 3rd and Western and rolled a few lines. To get my mind thinking about something else for a while. I didn't feel like eating dinner when I left, and I didn't feel like a show. So I drove home, put the car away, and went up to my apartment. It had begun to rain outside, and I watched it get dark and didn't even turn on the light. That didn't help me either. I was all twisted up inside, and I was still holding on to that red-hot poker. And right then it came over me that I hadn't walked out on anything at all. That the hook was too strong. That this wasn't the end between her and me. It was only the beginning. So at 8 o'clock, the bell would ring and I'd know who it was without even having to think. As if it was the most natural thing in the world.
Hello? I can do?
The insurance ran out on the 15th. I'd hate to think of you having a smashed fender or something while you're not fully covered.
Perhaps I know what you mean, Mr. Neff. I've just been taking a sunbath.
No pigeons around, I hope. Now, about those policies, Mr. Dietrichson, I hate to take up your time, but...
Oh, that's all right. If you wait till I put something on, I'll be right down. Nettie, show Mr. Neff into the living room.
Where would the living room be?
In there, but they keep the liquor locked up.
It's all right, I'll just carry my own keys. The living room was still stuffy from last night's cigars. The windows were closed and the sunshine coming in through the Venetian blind showed up the dust in the air. On the piano in a couple of fancy frames were Mr. Dietrichson and Lola, his daughter by his first wife. They had a bowl of those little red goldfish on the table behind the big Davenport. But to tell you the truth, Keys, I wasn't a whole lot interested in goldfish right then. Or in auto renewals or on Mr. Dietrichson and his daughter Lola. I was thinking about that dame upstairs and the way she had looked at me.
I'm going to call for a doctor.
What for? So they can patch me up? So they can nurse me along till I get back on my feet? So I can walk into that gas chamber up at San Quentin on my own power? Is that it, Keys?
Something like that.
I got a different idea.
Yeah?
Look, Keys. Suppose you went back to bed and didn't find these cylinders till tomorrow morning when the office opens. After that, you can play it any way you like. Would you do that much for me, Keys?
Give me one good reason.
I need 4 hours to get where I'm going.
You're not going anywhere, Walter.
You bet I am. I'm going across the border.
You haven't got a chance, Walter.
Good enough to try for.
You'll never make the border.
That's what you think. Just watch me.
You'll never even make the elevator.
So long, Keys.
Hello? Send an ambulance to the Pacific Building on Olive Street. Yeah? It's a police job. How you doing, Walter?
Fine. Somebody moved the elevator a couple of miles away.
They're on the way.
You know why you couldn't figure this one, Keys? I'll tell you. Because the guy you were looking for was too close. He was right across the desk from you.
Closer than that, Walter.
I love you, too.